region, also our defending champion, Hania El Hammamy.
I can never write anyone else, so you never know if we will both make it to the final or not. So it's I think it's the same preparation I've been having before any tournament. Probably a little bit more exciting to be coming here because I've won the tournament last year, so I have good memories. I have a lot of memories on court and off court here in Hong Kong. So definitely it gives you a little bit of excitement in training, and taking the flight to Hong Kong as well. It makes you wanna reach and start the tournament and kick off. We're still in the first couple of days of training before the tournament starts, so it gives me a little bit of time to kind of settle down a little bit and control the emotions I have to this tournament.
Hi, I'm Hania El Hammamy. I'm currently ranked number 3 in the world.
Oh, she's done it! She's done it! Hania El Hammamy has defied the odds here. The 19-year-old has beaten the 4-time world champion Nour El Shebini to claim her first platinum title.
Oh, the left has done it. She's done it. It's unbelievable.
3 games to do.
What a comeback from her. Go on, looks completely and utterly stunned.
11-9, 11-4.
The trophy there, and let's hear it once again for your Al British Open champion, Hania El Hammamy.
Oh, she's done it! Oh my word, she's done it!
11-9. Match to Hammamy.
Hania El Hammamy is down on her knees.
15-13, 9-11, 11-3,
That's what it's
8-11,
taken.
11-9.
Shebini so gracious in defeat there. Hania El Hammamy wins her first Hong Kong Open title.
Undoubtedly, she's the best mover we've ever had on the women's tour.
Hong Kong Open last year, she had a very tough draw. She had to play in the quarters against Nour Taib, and the semifinals, I believe it was Nouran Gohar, and she met Nour in the final. So that's very tough. That's very tough to play 3 matches like this in a row.
Well, Hania El Hammamy getting a few last bits of advice from her brother, Karim El Hammamy.
And the opening rally of the final was a monster. And everything was glued to the side wall. The cross-court width, weight was incredible from them both. The effortless movement in and out of all 4 corners from both was a joke. And it's the anticipation of that match, that big final start, and as a commentator, when Joey says, "And we're in at Love All," you naturally hold your breath. And I remember thinking, breathe. This rally's gone on for about 2 minutes and you've not taken a breath. And the rally ended and I looked at Joey and I just thought, buckle up, because if this continues like this, it's gonna be one of the best finals you've ever seen in your life. And it was.
Clever. Oh, look at that.
This is a joke. This squash is unbelievable. The smile from Shebini, you can just see it. How early she's taken it, how high she's pressing up onto the tee. Physically, that's hard to do. Oh!
Oh, this is silly stuff. It's well straightened. Good defensive play. Oh, wow. Shebini keeping her footing.
Yeah. Just leaving that one a little bit too short. Right into the hands of Hammamy in the middle of the court.
2-1.
I mean, having to beat 2 of the best players in the history of the sport consecutively in back-to-back days, that's a pretty rocky mountain to climb for anyone. To have to do that week in, week out, whilst trying to climb the rankings and become world #1 for the first time, it shouldn't be underestimated how difficult that really is.
It's extremely hard being patient to get where she wants to be. I get it, but I don't think it's going to happen until she gets the patience that is needed. So it's a vicious circle, you know, like it's very hard to be patient and to be understanding that it's a process and it takes time. But unfortunately, until that happens, until the patience comes, it's not gonna happen. I really struggled with this with Laura, Alison, Jenny, Nicole, you know, like so many names who were, you know, hard to get through. So yeah, I've been in her shoes for sure, and I know how hard it is, but I think she's gonna get it eventually. It's just a matter of time for sure.
It's a physical output, it's a mental output, it's an emotional output. I mean, anyone that beats either Nouran Gohar or Nour El Shibini will go through a tremendous amount of emotions, will expend an enormous amount of energy mentally and physically to do so. But then also you've got the 24 hours afterwards, which can completely wipe you out after a big win. And that's where the challenge lies. That's where the champion mindset comes in. That's where world #1 mentality is.
This pace is ridiculous. She's
dived! Oh my goodness gracious me! Back and forth, it's just getting better and better. Oh, she's tough as anything.
She's shown that she is a world-class player of the highest order. So if she's showing that she's a world-class player of the highest order, that means that she's one of the best players to ever play this game. Because this is what's happening at the top end of the women's game.
Oh, I think she got it. I think she got it. The rally goes on. Shibini looking at the referee again, they smile at each other. I mean, there's not much that she doesn't get back. She's walloped her hip bone.
Twice. She's played it.
Oh, she's done it! Oh my word, she's done it!
11-9, match to Hammamy.
Hania El Hammamy is down on her knees.
15-13, 9-11, 11-3,
That's what it's taken.
11-9.
Shibini so gracious in defeat there. Hania El Hammamy wins her first Hong Kong Open title. She's very, very emotional. I mean, that was an absolute roller coaster, a belter of a match.
Well, I think the first time I saw a squash racket, I was a child, maybe 5 years old or something, watching my brother play the sport, and I just picked up the racket and followed his footsteps. I think that was maybe the first time I saw a squash racket, but I would say I started playing at the age of 7. I think most of my memories are in being a junior, especially, was in Heliopolis Club. I think I started there and I ended my junior career there as well. I've experienced a lot of memories there, played with a lot of players. I was still a junior and I could find myself playing on court with Ranim El Walaili. She's asking to have a practice match because she's getting ready for a world championship, and I'm just like a kid and so excited to be on court with her. Another day I could find myself on a court where Rami Ashour is having his solo practice right next to me, and I can hear him singing while doing his solo, and it just made me realize how lucky I am to be playing the sport, you know.
I started myself playing at 5, so Hania started to travel with me a little bit during the Bridge Open, the Bridge Junior Open. And my biggest win of my career, she was there in Poland in 2013. I think that made her really excited to do something in the sport.
There it is. There it is. Who takes the title from the #1 seed? Hania El Hammamy is the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both the players, Amanda Sobhy and Hania El Hammamy.
It was just so big for me to witness the way he beat Faris Al-Duswi in that final and being a World Junior champion himself. Everyone was betting against him, and definitely as a sister, like 5 years younger than him, I've had hope that he would win that final. Seeing him doing it as well inspired me a lot.
She learned everything from Karim. I remember in 2019, this was the last World Junior Open for Hania. Her grandmother passed away only 2 days before the tournament started, and those were tough moments for her. She had bad experiences in the previous years to win the tournament. When she heard about that her grandmother passed away, I think she was desperate. She didn't want to play, but I was very proud of her performance at that time, and at the end she dedicated the win to her grandmother.
Knowing the history of the World Juniors, it wasn't that great for me. I felt at some point that this tournament is not meant for me, and probably this is my last World Juniors, and with everything that I'm going through, I'm definitely not going to be able to perform, and maybe it's not meant to be for me to be a World Junior champion, you know. So I remember my phone getting texts from Ranim El-Wileli, and it was absolutely like heart-touching. I can never forget the texts that I received and what she said in those messages.
Well, again, these things, they happen naturally. You don't think about them when you do them. You just do them because it's the natural thing to do. It's the right thing to do. You know, someone loses a big title like that when you've been in their place before. You know how much it stings, so you kind of, you know, support them because you know how they feel for sure. So yeah, I'm glad Hania looks back and sees it this way.
I think I've been doing well since the second tournament of the season, since Qatar. I've reached two finals. I've lost both finals after Qatar. So the things I've been working on were definitely things regarding these two matches. I've watched them. I've tried to learn and see where I missed.
You've got Gohar out injured, and I'll be shocked if that doesn't please Hammamy, because having one of your biggest rivals off tour for a significant period of time, someone that you're trying to chase and knock off world #1, that would be welcomed news. But it's what do you do with the time? What do you do with the tournaments that her name's not in the draw? How do you then capitalise and make the most out of that opportunity without being desperate, without panicking, without overcomplicating it, without thinking of the end goal and just staying in the moment of this match, this opponent today? Difficult, but fair play to her. She did take advantage of that. She almost strutted in. She strutted into Hong Kong 23 and looked pretty good, looked solid, looked mean.
So, well, Sabrina was supposed to play Gohar, and she's on like the back end of playing Singapore, Hong Kong Football Club, and then Hong Kong Open. So she's like, just put me out of my misery, Gohar, so I can go home. And then Hania, and then Gohar pulled out, and now Hania's in her draw. So it gave maybe Beans like a tiny little glimmer of like, oh, this is a little bit better than like Gohar. I have a better like record against her. I think she struggles probably with my sister would be because Beans is an unbelievable mover as well. So Hania can't really beat Beans with just movement and athleticism alone because Beans is really good at that. Like she's an unbelievable like innate athlete, innate mover, all that. So I think that like combo of like great movement, but then also having the shots too and taking it to her, that that kind of would cause Hania some trouble.
I think let's just hope that I really learned from last 2 matches. I guess playing against her in the last 2 meetings, it felt like she's the world number 3 and I'm her ranking. So there's something different that I'm gonna do for sure. And hopefully I can just step up and play like a world number 3.
Well, the Wadi Degla organisation with Ali Farag, who is advising Hania El Hammamy there, looks like. Am I mistaken? Is my eyes playing tricks on me?
You know how Egyptians are, you know, we're very close, we like to coach each other, but obviously now with the tour growing and with the players affording more and more to have their coaches in their corners, it rarely ever happens. But then Hong Kong is a far destination to our Egyptian coaches. It was in the middle of the season, and so Hania didn't have anyone in her corner, and then she was playing with Sabrina in the first round. And as much as I love Sabrina, but Hania, we play for Wadi Degla, we see each other a lot at home, and she asked me if I could be in her corner, and I was more than happy to do so.
I felt very proud, you know, to have Ali, who's the current world number 1, coaching Hania, because they are teammates in Egypt before they are teammates at Wadi Degla. So I felt very, very proud to have him in her corner. Briefly, Wadi Degla is the first private club in Egypt. Now we have 9 branches, a total of 2,500 kids playing at the Wadi Degla Darwish Squash Academy. We have won the Egyptian National League for the last 7 years. We have the best juniors from the under 11 to under 19. For the professional players, we have Ali Farag, world number 1, of course. We have Hania El Hammamy, world number 3, or between 2 and 3. We used to have Nuran for the last 10 or 11 years, but she moved to other club this season. We have Mazen Hisham, we have Yusuf Ibrahim, we have Rawan Al Arabi, and a lot of other professional players from the ranks from 30 to 100. And as I said, we have the best juniors from under 11 to under 19.
And I've been very lucky to have him in my corner. This is the first time I've had him in my corner, and yeah, I was very grateful to have him in such a match. I've lost to her the last 2 meetings, so I definitely needed someone of Ali's experience and like quality and career to kind of advise me and give me the confidence.
Oh! Slam dunk from El Hammamy. Some really high quality stuff, particularly in that last phase from Amanda Sobhy, but what a finish. A brave, brave finish. Check this out. Absolutely superb. Put everything into that.
So that's how it should work. Like they have to support each other. They are a colleague at Wadi Degla, of course, but they are a colleague in the Egyptian national team, which is, of course, much more important than being a colleague in a club.
Morning. Quite chilly. It's quite chilly.
No one's ever played on this court.
What do we? What
Is it new?
Quite weird.
Is it priced or?
I'm told it's
the
like.
glass floor.
Yes.
Wow.
You're told what?
I'm told it's dead.
It's dead?
So I'm told.
That's good.
Told it's nice, dead.
Depends on who told you that it's dead, so it's nice.
I can't tell you that.
I know who told you that.
No.
Makes total sense.
I cannot divulge that.
I'm not sure he's playing right before me, so I will have to wait for the result and see how it goes. I haven't asked him yet. If I ask him, I'll ask him if he wins.
It's the semi-finals here in Hong Kong where Hania El Hammamy takes on Nayla Gillis, the current world number 4. Gillis is well renowned for her physical brand of squash and has recently become the highest ever ranked Belgian. Squash fans across the world will be hoping for Hammamy and Sobhy to progress and set up another rematch of last year's epic final.
عليك تديها سهله دلوقتي عند 6 7 كده ما تفتحلهاش خالص فاهمه؟ ايوه بس
حاسه مش احسن حاجه ايوه فانت ايه مش عارف تمسك دايره في تيكينج كيكس في بالك كده
الواحد قدام وحش يدوس عليه اكتر يدوس عليه اكتر خليكي كده فاهمه قصدي؟ ما تحاوليش اللي هو اخد ثقه بان انا احط نك حلو ولا العب سايدول صغير ملهاش لازمه دول ماشيين كويس قوي صلد ورا بتاع الفولي
ايدي بحط
بس هي ما تجيش رجلك من على البنزين وخليكي زي ما انت سهل المنتبه بس كده ماشي يلا ولو دخلت هي شويه انت قدها واحلى حاجه لما تبقي انت طالعه وهي تمسك كورتين تفضلي تجري ما تخيش خليكي عامله كده ماشي
It was almost like she was imagining Gohar sat at home on her laptop watching Squash TV and watching Hania play. It was as if she was trying to send her a message through Squash TV.
Oh, that's stopping so sharp. This is the type of physical rally we expect every single time. That's a fantastic get from Hammamy. Oh, wow.
Well, the crowd are going to go absolutely nuts. What a finish. Of the match so far.
11-5. Hammamy leads.
Brilliant players of the PSA World Tour, and Hania El Hammamy seals the deal with a beautiful finish. But goodness me, this went on, this rally. What a finish.
She dealt with that situation really well. I loved the squash that she was playing. And it again, another moment for me a year down the line where I felt like it was all starting to come together again.
Hania El Hammamy moments away.
I'll tell you what, two relatively fresh finalists going into tomorrow, both playing some of their best squash. It's looking a little bit tasty. Last year's final against Sobhy. Hania.
There was no doubt about it, Gohar was going to come back with a vengeance. But the question was, has Hania done enough to close that gap? And she's coming back in about 4 weeks' time.
So back to 9 match balls for a place in the final tomorrow evening.
Out.
Is out of court.
11-1.
So the defending champion takes down
3 games for love.
number 4 seed, the Belgian number 1.
11-1.
Very, very efficient manner. Well, I mean, how excitable.
As well as the last year's runner-up Diego Elias in a straight game last night. Thank you. Now, his opponent, Minnesota entered the court, is in 2000.
Yalla.
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 What did you say to her? Did you go over and say, I'm not going to say you're just too good?
Last rally in the first.
Yes, unbelievable.
So
I thought it yesterday. I was sitting at the side. Yeah, sitting at the side. You see the
seat's better, right?
yeah,
You see the diagonal?
the lunging and the pace, like going into the front corners.
Yeah, because
especially when you play someone like Nayla, because obviously Nayla.
She played her best today, honestly. She wasn't moving though.
Yeah, but then when she was throwing stuff at you, you kept getting pulled back.
Yeah, I didn't let her get in this one.
Where do
Same against Moro, and
Where do I? No, I don't want it in the park.
You're being ruthless going for a review.
Is it?
I practice with Hania.
When can we get on
It's a
court?
practice with Hania.
in the morning, so I took
Yalla, let's do it again tomorrow morning.
It's easy though, it's easy.
Let's do it tomorrow morning.
Well, you chopped him up in the morning and then.
Wait.
You need
What
to
did
get
you
a tougher
say?
opponent.
I chopped in the morning.
Chopped Ali up in the morning and go, come.
Where do I order it? Which road? Colton Road, is that
You
Colton
do
Road?
nothing by yourself.
Nothing.
This is
Nothing.
When Noor is not here,
You know how to set an
This
alarm
is
in the
helpless.
morning and that's
where
it.
we went out yesterday. There.
This morning, you mean?
Oh, this morning. Okay. I just came off court.
Give
Give
him
me
a
a break.
لا, I'm sure that this is the parking lot. I think we're here.
احنا هنا دلوقتي.
لا, we're here اهو.
There's no shuttles.
Shuttle is in an hour and 15.
Okay.
What do you think?
You could do some more
We're
hamstring
here.
flicks.
This is the parking lot, right? So I want to be there, right? So
That's the big.
This
that's
is where
the
we
big
are.
main
Well,
road
that's out that
there.
way, isn't it?
okay, that's where I want to be.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
don't
out
think
there.
it's gonna come in here.
No.
So that's fine. Well, you go out there. It's just straight out.
That's what I said.
Do you need someone to walk you there and hold your hand?
Please. Please, I can carry my bag. I can carry the shoes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. See you tomorrow. What's that?
It's like Beauty and the Beast.
I'm the beauty.
See you. See you tomorrow, guys. Well done.
Hello.
Hi, are you okay?
Yeah, you. Are you in the car?
Yeah. I'm shopping.
Ah, you're still shopping?
Yeah, I'm away this weekend with my friends for my 40th birthday.
Ah.
You know, just keep the celebrations going.
Yeah. Ah, that's nice.
How are you feeling? Well done.
Thank you. I'm good actually. I'm good. I thought I played well today, and also I feel that my body's alright. I'm not sore, but I felt much more comfortable than how I felt in grasshopper for sure. Like I felt like it's tight, but I can still manage with the whole thing, you know.
Yeah. You looked at it. It was. I think today's performance was one you can be really proud of, and you've had a tough draw so far. Just try and have that mentality of showing that ball, showing her options, a little bit of hold, get that ball whipping across her, find your length in the back, and then when you get your opportunity short, again, same as today, that straight drop was working well, and you knew a couple of times when you'd flicked it cross court, in fact you both did it, you got yourself in trouble, so you have to be brave with the straight drop and get it on that sidewall and limit her options, and like you did today, it was really good. So okay, have a great sleep.
Thank
and
you.
I'll send you a note later and the tactics down on in a message, and then we'll speak tomorrow.
Perfect. Have a good rest of the day and enjoy with your friends.
Yeah, I will. All right.
Yeah.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
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 And next up, we've got Hania El Hammamy taking on the in-form American Amanda Sobhy. Shabini's looked vulnerable in this event so far, almost losing out to Chansin Yuk in the third round, just scraping through in 5 games. Sobhy is the only player that's beaten Gohar and Hammamy in the last 12 months.
That week I was playing like some of the best squash of my career. I felt so good, like, you know, I don't know. I just felt like in this headspace where I was in this like, fuck it, like I don't give a shit mode. Like I just want to like take it to them, which was really nice. Like I haven't really experienced it. And I felt like that week I was like, I was leveling up into kind of a new phase of my career where I was what it would like to be at the top 3, not to like one-off like beat the top 3, but to like consistently beat them.
10-3, match ball.
And that gives match ball to the American, the number 3 seed, for a pretty huge victory going on.
Got it! Amazing performance. 11-3. Match Sobhy. She gets 11-8, 11-ball, 11-3.
In this semi-final.
Well played.
what an outstanding performance from you there. You're through to the finals here in Hong Kong. How do you feel right now?
Yeah, I feel great. That was really enjoyable squash for me to play. Like, you know, I think that's some of my best squash that I've played. Best movement wise, I felt so free out there, which is like a really nice feeling. And, you know, it's not every, like, you don't get every chance to go play in an event like this, competing for a final. And I wanted to make the most of it. I really want to challenge, like, you know, the big three. And I want to kind of put myself in that category. But yeah, I felt good, and she made some errors. I don't think that was her best squash, but, you know, I'm happy with how I played. Feeling pretty excited. I haven't been in a platinum final in a while, and you know, this is a great opportunity for me to beat Sherbini kind of pretty convincingly, and then go into a final feeling relatively fresh. So, you know, I'm ready for a battle tonight. I want to go out there and enjoy it. I think when my movement's good, I'm in a good place mentally. Body's feeling good, emotionally feeling good. Like I've been working a lot on my game, and I think that makes me a deadly player. And if I just go out there and kind of play the squash that I know that I'm capable of, that I feel like I can beat anybody in the world.
I think it's the first time I play against Amanda in a final. I can't remember I played against her in a final, so it's gonna be big. She had a huge win against Sherbini as well, so she must be pumped up and very excited. So hopefully you can put up a good show.
Wait, what are you playing? I didn't know you're playing.
I'm playing New Zealand, yeah. Because I needed to play one more tournament, just because I missed like Singapore and Grasshopper.
Whatever your result is here, you wanted to go to New Zealand anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to play like, a couple. So at least I had like 6 kind of this half instead of kind of having to cram it all in the springtime.
Coming up first, we've got the women's final. Amanda Sobhy taking on Hania El Hammamy, known as the Leopard from Egypt. Lisa, who do you think is going to take this one? Let's give an enticing one for the viewers.
I'm just going to go by the 2023 heads-to-heads, and I'm going to favour Hania El Hammamy in 4.
Hania El Hammamy in 4.
I'll come grab you about 5 to 6. You need to be like literally down there just before 6.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. No worries.
Can Sobhy do what she did in the semi-finals of the British Open back in 2022 and take out El Hammamy, only this time in a major final? Hammamy desperately needs these points if she's going to breach the gap between herself and Gohar. Gohar still remains world number 2 despite having been out of the game since the Qatar Classic.
And the first player entering is the current world number 5 and also the 3rd seed of the tournament, Amanda Sobhy from the USA. She will be competing against the world number 3 as well as the defending champion. So please put your hands together and welcome Hania El Hammamy from Egypt.
And for the first 10 minutes, it was awesome. Like, I was like, oh, we're going at it. Like, we're gonna have a battle.
Last time they played in Philadelphia at the US Open, Amanda saw more joy when she was trying to lengthen out the rallies, which is actually a total contradiction from her style of play. As you look at her match times, they're all 20s, 30s. She's such a good player, just dispatching everybody in really quick fashion. But actually, when she was trying to lengthen out the rallies against Hammamy, she was seeing more joy. I think that's a little bit down to the style that Hammamy is actually trying to possess as well. She's trying to shorten these rallies, be more attacking, and make herself do less physical work. She's actually said that herself.
Oh my word. What a bit of trickery there. What a great rally as well. That was really tough. A lot of work from both women in this finals. The early stages acknowledged there by El Hammamy. There's certainly a respect.
I hit a overhit a deep drive to the back left. And I knew that she was gonna drop it to the front left, so I did my normal split step off the stance, planted my right foot back, and
High quality start. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She had a situation where her
boom, I felt like I got kicked in the back of the leg.
Achilles.
Oh no.
She blew her Achilles in Colombia. Derek Ryan's back on, straight onto the court. Oh no, she's in agony. I think it's, oh no.
And I knew it as soon as I felt like I've watched the video multiple times, and you could hear it in my voice. Like, I was like, oh my God, no, not again. I just like, yeah, sat there and I was like, what? I was like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, that was the initial thing that came like through my mind when you're that emotional. And I was like, how, like, why is this happening to me? Like, I'm healthy as I've ever been, you know, fittest, like, I'm taking care of myself, like, I'm doing all the right things. Like, why is this, why did this happen to me? And I was like, what did I do to deserve this to happen too? Like, I'm a good person, you know? And yeah, so obviously like that stuff is tough to relive and everything.
I think Amanda Sobhy was very unlucky to get injured in that. Obviously, the first time she was very unlucky. Anyone who gets injured is unlucky, but especially this time around, she was really building up a very good game plan and a confidence to take the game to those three. She's the only one that has beaten all three in the previous 12 months prior to her. She beat Hania at the British Open, Noor in Qatar, and Noor the night before she got injured.
But then, like, you know, I quickly like flipped the script and I was like, well, I know, like, even though now it sucks, like, I know only positive things will come out of it. Like, it has to. And every challenge that I've gone through, it was very tough in the moment, but like, so many positives came out of it, and it made me so much stronger in the process. So that's like, I would say it maybe took me a couple hours of like just uncontrollably crying. No one can do anything for me because I'm alone in Hong Kong in a hotel room. So it's tough, you know. It's tough to kind of go through it alone. And even though I've gone through it before, like, it's really hard to be on the other side of the world and be alone in it.
Next time on the Big Three.
Well, this is brutal to see. I mean, surely there's no way that Sobhy can carry on and will have to retire from this match.
No, we're just talking about your back.
Would I be able to do it from destruction? But I feel like it's the turn is the problem, not here, it's the turning it. Yeah. What do you think you're going to play?
It will get any better, or
I think this is how it's going to stay.
it will get any worse?
No.
Obviously not.
So next call.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Okay. If or you make the call, it's up to you.
Well, I don't know. I had something very painful in my back. Suddenly, it's not nothing happened. I don't know, but just the last point of the first game.
Is this part? Yeah. I don't know if you want to push it. Yeah. If it's gonna get better, do it. Yeah. Right here.
خلاص هتطلع عادي انت بتلعبها عشان تكمل مش عايز انا اطلع جنب الحيطه ما تحطش نفسك بدري ها.
I mean, we in the commentary box we said Sherbini needs to retire. She's her 8th World Championship title to aim for this season. She's British Opens. She's the whole season ahead of her. She's Windy City coming up, and just stop. At that point, everything that you've achieved in your career, you're quite clearly in a lot of physical discomfort here. Your back's in spasm. You've got a physio telling you, probably just call it a day. Your dad's sitting there going, you know, we've had a great time in this career. Let's not end this on a nasty way.